You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
Maria Menounos and Bing.com present live from the Mixology 101 bar at the Farmers Market in Los Angeles, California. And streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Dancing with the Stars edition. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV for Dancing with the Stars.
Welcome! Bing is for doing, and we are doing the after show for Dancing with the Stars Season 14. I'm Rachel Zalis, once again joined by my lovely and gorgeous and fabulous co-host, Jackie Miranne.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Thank
Keep talking.
you. Live at Mixology, where all the dancers and stars are walking in. And special treat today, we just saw Julianne Hough walk in.
Julianne Hough,
yes,
in the same color as you. You
in
must get a picture
She's
immediately.
The other blonde and tangerine neon kind of shade.
Hot and tangerine
Jennifer
tonight.
Grey is here too, so it's very like busy and circulating here.
Yes, and we had Derek Hough and Cheryl Burke sightings and Kim Johnson, so we'll get the pros in on our combo tonight. Tons to come, but Rachel, can I just tell you one thing before we start the show?
Okay.
And kick it off, because my life is now complete. On the red carpet tonight, William Levy asked me if I wanted to take off my dress and put on his shirt. Oh!
What? Like, and did this just, he walked up to you and was like, hey,
breaking
take
news.
your dress off?
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
So
wow.
proud to share. Okay, here's the backstory. I don't want to get it muddled. I am in.
There's going to be a lot of jealous girls watching this podcast.
I can't lift my. The secret is all you have to do is wear pink shoes, because I am in pink shoes from Zara. I'm trying to lift them up, but I can't really do it that well with my mini dress on.
I can verify they match the color of her lip gloss.
There we go. Visual. And so in our interview, I said, I think I wore pink shoes just for you, and I didn't even realize it when I got dressed today. And that prompted him to say, well, why don't you take off your dress and put on my shirt? And I said, ooh, say that one again, and I'll do it.
Wow.
Yes. Congratulations to me. So
and
now,
did you take your dress off?
you know, if it didn't, you know these H&M dresses with this material, if it didn't almost break my neck to get it on, I would have ripped it off right there. But it held me back. I controlled myself.
Jackie Moran's a coward. William Levy offers to, if you take your dress off, I'll give you my shirt, and you don't do it.
I know.
Man.
You have to teach me to be more bold. I'm drinking now.
Haven't
I'm
you
learning.
learned anything from Robin and being a pussycat doll?
Where is Robin? We need
Strip,
Robin.
baby. I know Robin Anton is not with us this week, so Jackie and I are going to hold down the fort.
That's right. We have plenty of superstar Dancing with the Stars power walking around to make up for it. So
how was the mood on the red carpet?
You know, it was actually one of the more quiet red carpets. The injury with Catherine, I think, really that last-minute injury really set everybody off. And as we know, Derek Hough suffered a last-minute injury last night.
Right.
Maria tweeted it just before the show. I think it was very emotional for all of them. So it was actually, William's spirit was great, and he kind of kicked it off. And then from there, I think it was just a lot of emotion coming out in the few couples left standing.
Right.
And I think just everybody's kind of waiting in suspense now to see what happens tomorrow, because it's a huge night. The finals, we're going to hear that in just less than 24 hours.
This is our second to last show, guys.
I know. We're just going to show up at Mixology and
I know. We'll just still be here every week. If you guys just want to show up with a camera, Jackie and I will just talk to you.
we'll find things to talk about.
We got plenty to talk about.
We do. We have plenty.
We can just continue our conversations about Christian Grey.
That's right.
Yeah. And other such things.
And
All right,
other
well,
such
let's
things.
get to the show. So,
Yes.
we're in the semifinals.
Semifinals.
Huge night.
Biggest thing I think everybody was saying is it's going to be the best semifinal ever.
Right.
Do you feel like that? I mean, I think we had a dose of drama. We had talent. What do you think? What's your initial well-rounded view on the show as a whole?
I think, like, overall, every single person has said, like, in terms of dancing, this has been, like, the most highly qualified, skilled people on the dance floor. And
Right.
by far, like, there are so many. The final four are equally good dancers. They're all really popular. I mean, they all had a sob story.
Oh my gosh, the tears tonight.
I mean, I think like you can't be on the show unless you have some sort of like. It'd be awful if you come on, you'd be like, oh, I grew up in Beverly Hills.
Right. I had a great family and we had tons of money and I just went to a normal school. You're out.
I think that actually happened a season or two back when I think it was like it was either Audrina or Kristen Cavallari,
And
where
they
like
ha-
they
yeah.
didn't have like the backstory was so like sweet
Right.
and like no bad stuff in it. Like it almost made people go, well,
Come
where
on.
is it?
Where is the
Where
drama?
was the suffering?
Right. You know, I wonder though, I have to say, watching tonight, I was kind of with the judges, and you know me, I'm normally so sweet, and I
Really?
you know, not always, people, not always, but I was kind of being picky with everybody. I was like, oh wait, was that a slip? I was kind of like over-judging everyone. I feel something with the judges there because they were doing that too.
Right.
What did you think about that? Did you think that was fair? Like, that they were being a little tougher, like
I
nitpicking?
think they do because like to separate the best from the best,
Yeah.
that's when you have to start getting nitpicking. It's
Yeah.
just there's no other way to do it. Otherwise everyone would be getting 10s.
Right,
And I thought they were fairly generous tonight with their scores.
They
like
were,
there were
yeah.
some 10s that I wouldn't have given.
right. And you
I
are
still-
the expert scorer.
But I still called what they were
I
going
was
to be.
just gonna say.
I am the best scorer. I can always call it. If like someone wants to be my bookie, like they'd make a lot of money.
Seriously, I can vouch for her, people. She whispers in my ear every time, and I'm like, really? She's right every time.
Yeah.
Every time without fail.
Okay, so let's start with William and Cheryl
Yes.
doing the tango.
Now I wonder, do you think going first is going to hurt anybody this time? Because it has been a trend that we've talked about. There's only 4 left. Do you think that'll weigh in the voting at all? Because sometimes it does. Dun, dun.
What does that music signify?
That means
That means, are they out?
dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. No, William is definitely not out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw him in his tight white pants shaking that booty, and I saw it really up and close because I was sitting right there. I mean, wow. There's no, the song he danced to first, Sweet Dreams, that's what I'm going to be having tonight.
Oh.
Woo!
Hello, my red carpet moment. Do you want me to say it again? Do I need
Was
to
he
say it?
wearing those tight white pants on the red
He was,
carpet? Oh my God.
With a smile.
I just want to thank Cheryl for coordinating that dance where he had to shake his butt that much and made his pants like 3 sizes too small.
I was, you know, Carrie Ann said you had me at hello. He had me, maybe not at hello, but he had me at the butt shake. That's when I was just...
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
First one is the tango.
Yes.
Len even said it. This is the best semifinal ever.
Yeah. I have to say,
And
though,
William and his package is, you know, they're all recognizing the pressure and the standards that they have to live up to.
right. I have to say, though, you spoke about the song Sweet Dreams. See, here's me being nitpicky. The song kind of bothered me, and I know they don't have control over that, so it's a very hard thing to judge on, and I feel like the judges wouldn't be allowed to judge on that, but just overall, you can't deny when it doesn't mesh so well. And for me, the song kind of ruined it for me, even though I thought they were so amazing as usual, so much energy, so much passion, acting it out, acting the part. He seemed sharper than ever.
Yeah.
Coming out the gates.
But I agree with
the
you. It's
song killed me.
unfair when someone gets a sexier song for the tango than someone else.
Right. Like Sweet Dreams are made of this. It just didn't.
Yeah, it's almost
mesh.
too like happy.
Yeah. So are you guys feeling that? I'm feeling it. I don't know.
Good
He-
point.
listen.
Let us know.
He made up for it with the butt shaking, which I know we're going to get to.
That comes
We're
later.
saving the juicy double for last.
But did you enjoy their actual tango?
I do think, I feel that I've become, Robin and all the pros are rubbing off on me. I feel like I've become a real technique judge now. I think his movements were really sharp, and they, as Carrie Ann said, you're not just a pretty face.
Right.
I think he's proving that every week more and more. His technique is getting so much better, and Cheryl seems to just be a great teacher. And I think something great on the
he's more than just a pretty face. He's a pretty face with a great ass.
Exactly. And I think Cheryl said something great on the carpet, too, that their motto is PMA, which not PMS. PMA is positive mental energy. So that's their little...
How is that? That's PME.
Oh.
She's blonde.
Attitude.
She's blonde, everyone. Just, you know. Oh,
I-
and so am I. Wait. hold
Wait,
on.
within the same sentence, it's thank you, producer John. It's attitude, And within the same sentence, he asked me to take my dress off. Do you expect me to remember the details?
I'm still annoyed that you didn't take it off and get him to take his shirt off in exchange. Couldn't you just take one for the team?
You know, if you
Wow,
could only
Jackie.
relive a moment.
Right? Thank you. I've
love
never
this.
been so disappointed in you, my
I
friend.
I'm sorry, but I do love the sound effects tonight. And I will
I want you
correct
to make
myself.
me a promise. If he asks that again, you strip.
Okay. William, if you're watching, I will strip for you if you ask me again. You only have to ask twice, okay?
You guys all heard that. Go, Jackie. Go, Jackie. Go, Jackie. Okay, I like
That's right. Okay, so it's positive mental attitude. Sorry about that. I knew it was PMA. I had a blonde moment, but so I like that about them though, that they stay positive. And he seems to be very positive and always smiling. I like that about him.
But there were some technical issues. Len said he was flat-footed.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann said his chenets. Robin, where are you? When we need you to tell us what that is.
I'm not that technical yet.
Chenets were off and he had over-rotation.
Yeah.
So they are like finding the things, even though Bruno thought he was the dictator of tango.
Right. You know,
I love Bruno. Just makes me smile, like the way he gets like up in his chair and so animated and like so sexual.
He will think of any excuse to stand up and gyrate for William Levy. And I love that about him.
What did he say? You're the biggest package on the show?
Yes. Oh my God. And he said no question who was on top tonight in that dance. So typical Bruno. Now if he asked Bruno to take his dress off, I'm sure he'd do it in a hot second.
I bet Cheryl's looking good too.
She is. She
She's
did have a little wardrobe malfunction today.
Oh yeah, at the end she was like pushing her
She had
bra
you
or
know,
something back in.
A little, her boobs came out, but can you blame her?
Oh, did the actual boob
no,
come
no,
out?
no.
Oh,
The fake boob part, the boob padding.
like the cutlet.
The cutlet. So I can't blame her. William Levy, although I didn't take my dress off, so why am I talking?
Okay, well they started it well. They got 28.
Yes.
Not bad start.
Right. But going first, having 3 couples come after them. Of course, Catherine brought some surprising drama in a way we wouldn't expect tonight. But, you know, I think for the first dance, do you think it was a fair score?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a fair score. I'm down with that.
All right, we're down with it.
We're down with it. Now, before we move on to the second dance, I want to take this time to ask our viewers,
Ah, yes.
because we love you so much,
We do.
we would really love in return. We don't ask for a lot on the show, right, Jackie?
Just, you know, William Levy and
Yes. Yeah, we just asked for William Levy to come.
That's
we
about
would
it.
love if you all could go to iTunes, download us, rate us, and comment on us.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we ask for. I mean, look at these little faces.
Please rate us on iTunes. And you can even say something bad if you want. But I don't know how you could do that. because
Preferably something good.
We're so sweet and
So
loving.
sweet and loving, and we just give.
And all we ask is for a little comment here and,
And
there
5
on iTunes.
stars. You
Yeah.
know.
Say whatever you want, but give us 5 stars, okay? Okay.
Okay. Now that we have done that, thank
Now that
you
we
so
settled
much.
that.
Now we can move on
Yes.
to what we love to do.
And I have, you'll rate us after this because we have some juicy, we've been waiting for the romance news and gossip, not just rumors, but gossip to come our way, and we finally have some later.
Woo! I know
Where's
this-
the sound effect
was
for
in-
that?
I was in the audience tonight with my sister. I brought my sister, and she said to me, "Who's dating on the show?"
Everyone
and I was
wants
like,
to know.
"This season sucks."
Well, we have something.
I mean, no one's sleeping
Stay with us.
together. There's no scandal. There's like just injuries. Like that's just boring already.
We're done with that. We're on
So-
to the sex, and it's coming your way.
So this little tease.
Little
Some
tease.
sex is coming your way.
That's right.
That's
Be
right.
ready. And I'm not taking my dress off for it.
Well, no, tease that your dress might come
All
off.
right, my dress might come off for this one.
We want the ratings.
This is what happens when it's
I
just
love all
Rachel
the
and
sound
I.
effects going on tonight. That's taking the place of the third host.
That's right. We
The
don't need
sound
a third
effects
host.
Is the third host. Okay, moving on to Catherine and Mark.
Yes.
Well,
Quick
it's
step.
funny is that Brooke actually brought up was this is the second time that she's been in a cage.
Yes. And Mark has
That
some.
makes me start wondering what goes on in Mark's twisted little
right.
head
He has some affinity
and his
for
twisted little
cages.
bedroom.
And even when he said it, he didn't really know what to do with himself because he's like, yeah, I like cages. Oops.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Anyway, something to think about. But I like all the props that they're doing this year.
Yeah.
They're bringing it that way.
Definitely more stage. We've been saying this. The sets have been getting more and more dramatic. Do you think that takes away from the dance, though? And sometimes I think it does. In this case, I don't think it did. I think they had a lot of great content in this one.
I think so. And it's funny because in the package, Catherine was saying how, when she started out, she wanted more and more fabric on her costume.
Right.
And now she's getting so much more brazen and bold, and she's like, you might see the tummy tonight.
Right. She's like, less, please. Less and less now.
Yeah, she wants more sexy,
She's getting into it.
Yeah, she's getting into it.
But I think that this one, she said, classy and sassy.
Yes.
And this one was the classy, obviously. And she's, saying, I have to wiggle like I've never wiggled before.
Right.
I do think there was something about her facial expression. It almost reminded me of her facial expressions when she finds out she made it through to the next week. She was
she's always shocked, and it's like, really? Oh, wait, the best part of the package, though, was when she goes down to do something, she pulls down his pants.
Oh, my.
That was genius.
Oh, my God. Love that.
She's been trying to get in his pants, I guess. There she got it.
Rumor answered.
Yeah. I have to say, this dance that they did, was it the quick step?
Yes.
Quick step. It was not my favorite.
You don't think so?
No, and I was actually, when Carrie-Ann first said, this is not your A game,
right.
I was like, yeah, I'm with her on that. And then she goes, it's your A+ game. I don't know. It just lacked something for me.
I have to say, I mentioned the facial expression. For some reason, for me, that was throwing me off because I think the moves were really good, and the quick step is definitely a difficult dance. Along with the jive, I think there's just a certain energy, which I think they brought really well. There was something about her facial expression that kept drawing me to it, and it's not really a negative, but I don't know if it necessarily was what I wanted to see with the dance. She was constantly almost shocked she was doing it, and almost took away from maybe more of a confidence, I own this dance.
Right.
If that makes any sense. I don't know what it was. I do agree there was just something that
was a little
click.
bit off. So I was actually quite surprised that they got a 29.
Yeah.
I thought the most would be 3 9s.
Yeah.
But hey.
And you are the expert in that. No, I do think there was, and Len called out a foot fault, which Carrie-Ann obviously didn't see.
That's funny. I wrote foot fault.
Right.
We took the same notes.
Right.
Actually, I didn't bring paper with me tonight.
Oh,
so
no.
I had to steal.
What did you steal?
This was my seat.
Oh, see?
That's right.
This is exclusive
I
content.
had a seat in the actual
This is
studio.
Yep, all of the A-list celebrities like Christy Brinkley and John O'Hurley that we saw
I'm
tonight.
an A-list celebrity.
Like Rachel Zalis, they get their names on a pretty little piece of paper that they can write notes on.
Yeah, and
if you
I
so
like
choose.
sneak notes during the show because you're really not supposed to be doing that in the
Right.
audience. I'm a rebel, baby.
We do it just for you guys. That's why you need to go on iTunes just for us.
Yes. We should get a higher rating just because I sneak around.
That's right.
For you.
You teach me these things.
Okay, Donald and Peta.
Oh, now shall I keep teasing what I was going to talk about? Hint, hint. Or should we talk about it now?
Talk about it now.
Okay, let's talk about it now.
Talk about it.
I'm
I
ready
can't take that much of a tease.
I'm ready to spill it.
Let's not torture the people at home.
I'm spilling it, everyone.
All right, this is big. This is actually really exciting information.
Peta Murgatroyd is dating, dun dun dun. Can you see it? Can you see it? Our boy.
Wait, let me see it. I had to kiss Max.
Peta
Sorry.
and Maxim are an item. What?
What?
He was just flirting with me last week,
He
Peta.
was flirting with me too. How can you cheat on us, Max?
I mean, boo, if you're going to do it with Peta because she's super hot.
That's true.
So that is the rumor. Not even the rumor, the gossip that broke just before the show tonight.
We need someone to confirm.
Yeah, we need
because I'm not
Peta.
sure I trust you anymore with Val with the 4
Oh!
nipples.
No, wait a minute. Another exclusive. I did not ask him because I felt like if you were here, you would have asked. But I felt a little bad asking him with his brother sitting right here. He seems like the younger brother. I didn't want to embarrass him. But I did spy his open shirt. And I saw the 4 nipples. Yes, it is true.
I don't believe you.
Unless I drank too much water with lemon. How
did you see the 4 nipples through the shirt?
Okay, his shirt was open, and I saw 2 dots which is what they must refer to as the extra nipples. It's not a weird thing, and I know. It's not a weird thing, I promise, but there are 2 marks, unless I created that in my own head because I wanted to be right.
That's the sound of crickets.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I'm right. I am right. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
The
4
next
nipples.
time I see Val, I'm outright asking him.
Okay, go for it.
I am outright. I cannot believe you had them
I just
sitting
used
here
my
after
own-
I left and you didn't ask him.
I used my own 2 eyes. That's the best kind of
or
journalism.
Or your 4 eyes.
I might have sipped his drink.
Okay, so PETA might be stealing our man, but whatever.
So yeah. So they're dating.
We still kind of like PETA because she's so gorgeous.
Yeah. Hello.
She like.
I would like to know how she handles the bad boy of the ballroom. With a whip. She does store her iPhone in her booty, so she knows how to rock it.
I like her.
I like it. What do you think of them as an item?
Might be a good influence on him.
That's what I think.
Max needs a good woman to keep him like
in check,
calm and in check.
And we thought it was Melissa, but maybe, just maybe, we've seen the change in him. Maybe it was PETA behind the scenes this whole time.
Could be.
We'll confirm it. We're going to get them on
here. We'll get back to you. Maybe someone tonight can confirm it for us. We have to get when Maria comes, we got to ask her.
And Catherine had tweeted, it's not me and Derek, but there is someone dating. So there you go. I'm putting it all together.
Catherine tweeted that?
She had tweeted that a couple weeks ago. So it all confirms it in my brain. That's enough for me.
Wow. Good gossip, Jackie. I like it.
Right.
Okay, so Donald and PETA, her pretend boyfriend on the show.
All that romance we saw now, we know why.
Did the waltz. I thought it was really sweet and romantic.
Yes.
I love him.
I know.
I feel like the judges never give him, like, this one they gave him a 28.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the poor guy has worked his butt off and he's just still not getting the scores that he wants.
I completely agree. I don't know what it is that's making them hold back on him because I feel like they've had some dances where, okay, maybe it's not 100% pro dance or perfect, but they felt like 10-10-10 performances to me. At least
threesome dance.
His threesome dance.
Perfection.
And this one, to me, I could have taken a 30 on it because everything about it, the mood, the smoke helped them because it hid the footwork no matter what they were doing. As a viewer, you didn't really see it because the smoke was coming up. Everything about where they took you on a journey, the emotion, it was fluid. It was like, to me, that's a 30 dance.
Yeah, the funny thing is sometimes it's the smallest things that you wouldn't think of. Like Len said, you kept turning your head to the left. Because
we don't
I'm
look
sure
at that.
PETA told you over and over again, make sure you turn your head the other way.
Right.
And it's like, I'm sure there's so much you have to think about, like how you're pointing your foot, which way your head turns, which arm you stick out, extension on the fingers, you know, like it's crazy how many things go into one dance.
Right. And see, we don't, as viewers, we don't know those exact, that's why we usually have our pros and Robin call those things out. But we don't look at those exact things. And as we said, it is the semifinal. They are being extra tough. But I don't know, I really want a 30 for Donald.
I want a 30 so bad for Donald.
Come on, guys.
I think he'll be in the finals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'll be in the finals. So
with that smile.
He's got a good smile.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. We like boys.
We do. We have no trouble talking about them.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Was that an exclusive?
I'm not so sure that was that exclusive.
Maybe it's because he's a boy. He got excited. You got excited about that.
The voice of God got excited.
That's right. Oz of AfterBuzz got excited.
That is true. Now moving on.
Yeah.
To our perfect score of the night. The first 30. Maria and Derek. Amaze balls.
No bias here. That was a 30 dance if I ever saw it. And
I have to say, after the show, Julianne Hough came up to Maria and said that was the best tango I've ever seen on the show. And now for Julianne, who is probably one of the greatest dancers the show's ever seen, to say that is amazing.
Yeah, and I believe I overheard Tony Dovolani say the same thing. So these are the pros themselves.
Oh, look who's coming on.
We have Maria's parents.
Oh my, they're famous because you've seen them on the show every week.
Time. Oh, you guys put these on.
You have to put these on.
Here we go.
The people responsible for Maria Menounos.
Put the mic over here.
We just need we need to pull that guy down. There you go.
Now push it in.
Nice and close.
Push it in.
There we go. A little up,
let
maybe.
me tell you how I'm Greek. I don't know about these things. I never had one in my hand. You know what I mean?
Your daughter is an expert in these things, but you don't need to know. It's okay.
Well,
Yes,
first of all,
okay.
tell us how proud you are of Maria.
Well, let me tell you, I'm very proud. I never expect Maria to be that good on dancing with the stars, and she's doing excellent. We are very proud of her. Very happy. So.
Now, especially because, you know, most of the viewers out there tonight learned more about Maria. The fact that she, you know, worked with you as a janitor when she was younger in the nightclub. So, what? So the fact that now she's getting to live out her dream, like dancing in the clubs, you know, now she's doing it like on such a public forum. Like, how much does that mean, knowing what you guys went through?
You don't know the whole story about Maria, anyway.
Oh,
so
tell us.
Really? I thought I did.
You know, the way we started our life in this country, right when we came here, and then when we got married with Lisa and we had the kids. I mean, they were 5 years old, 6 years old. We used to carry them with us. We take them to the club because we had no place to leave them. You know what I mean? We could not pay babysitters to take care of them. So we had a crib in the club. We used to put them in there and stay there. We used to clean the club. Very dirty work. We didn't mind. We getting paid good. And when Maria grew up a little bit with my son, they used to help us. They used to help us, and they used to see all the big groups. They used to come there. I mean, the kids of the block when they first started in Boston. Maria was there on the stage with them.
Oh my gosh, I love New Kids on
Yes,
the Block.
and well, and yeah. And she was just so excited. She wanted to do something different in her life, you know. But I was a little bit afraid. I was a little bit strictly with her, you know. I didn't want her to go be a movie star or stuff like that, you know.
Now, what about seeing her do all those sexy moves and almost kisses?
It's my fault on that.
Is that your fault?
It's my fault.
Wait, how's it your fault?
I told him when she told me the first time, says, Ma, the Dancing with the Stars is calling you to go in. I says, yes, Maria, you can take it, but
Let me just put this up a little.
Okay, there we go.
you gotta be sexy.
Oh,
Says, Ma,
it's
I
your
love you to
fault.
say that. I says, Maria, I watch the show all along, and when I see the girls, they express themselves, you know, sexy and beautiful and stuff. She says, I'll try the best I can. And to me, let me tell you, she was a winner from day one. The first dance she danced, I never thought she would be accomplishing the things she did. And to go this far, let me tell you, it's amazing. To me, the first dance to show me that she can dance, that was enough for me. She was a winner.
Yeah.
She
And
was a winner.
how surprised are you, though, to see her grow the way she has?
She has grown so much. She's an amazing lady. I cannot call her a girl anymore. She's an amazing lady that all her life she wanted to do something better for us too, because she's helping us so much. And together with Kevin, it's just an amazing journey that we never expected to see in our lifetime.
Well, she's so lucky to have you two here. I mean, I've spent a lot of time with them.
We are just here for support, nothing else. We cannot help anything
But they
else.
they really help Maria keep her life and her sanity. And
Let me tell you, we are here to give her some advices too. I mean, maybe she's old enough to do her own thing, but you know, we are here. We are the bosses.
That's
we gotta
right.
tell them what to
but
do.
no,
And
Maria,
what is your advice?
Maria's parents have been on TV more than most people.
Right.
More than Maria's on TV.
Well,
Everywhere
listen.
she's on, you guys are on, which is always great.
We were blessed because of her and Kevin to be here all this time. And to be, to take the advantage to be here on every show. So not every parent can do that when they're working. So we were blessed to be here.
What's one thing that we don't know about Maria? Can you give us just one little tidbit?
She loves us too much.
Oh,
That's for sure.
And whatever she's doing to please us, all right? And we know that she's doing excellent, no matter if she wins or not. To us, she's a winner anyway. It doesn't matter if she wins, if she will be the first one or the second one or the fifth one, we don't care. She did excellent so far, and that's good enough for us.
Now, do you think, last week she actually told me that going into the Final Four, you guys told her that she has to work extra hard because she's the weakest of the four. Is this true?
Let me tell you something.
No.
Oh, no, we don't want us to
Nah.
quit. You know, we're not a quitters. You know what I mean?
No.
We have to work hard out to the end.
That's
and
right.
no matter what happens at the end, but we want to give 100%. If you give 100%, people, they know that you try, even if you lose. You know what I mean? We're not losers.
Yeah,
We want
that's
to
right.
be winners.
No.
And
okay?
we see that every week.
Wait, I want to know whose metabolism Maria got. 'Cause that
That's
girl
me.
can pack
Daddy.
it away and look
That's
the
me.
way she does.
Daddy.
Is that
That's
from
me.
Look at
Dad?
the nachos. The
I'm
nachos on the
fighting.
table.
That's
I'm
me.
fighting with that, so I don't
know?
have that. He does.
So she took after me anyway. So she always fights. She wants to do something, she got to work hard to do it, to make it. That's what it is in life.
She doesn't
you know?
have to work hard. She does work hard.
Right.
That's the thing.
No, I mean, she
she
does.
wants everything perfect, and
Yeah.
she does it.
And when you hear her in the package saying she wants to do it for you guys, how does that, like, you're sitting there watching that, she's about to go on the stage.
That's
It's
why I was a little
just-
bit emotional tonight. Did you see me
Yeah,
crying?
I did see,
Well,
I
that's why I'm
did.
crying, because, you know, no matter what she's doing for us.
Yeah,
Because we are her parents, and not that we did a lot for them, because we didn't have the what other parents had to do to give to their kids. But we tried to do the best for them when they were young, and you know, we gave them whatever we could give them. You know?
Well, you did a
So-
very good job because
Yeah.
Maria is one of the greatest people we know.
She always wanted to dance as a little girl, and we never had the money to put her through the school and learn the dances, to have a recital like all the other girls had. And to see her now, I think it's 3 times, 10 times better than if we had it as a little girl.
yeah.
Nice. She's living the dream.
Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you so much
Okay.
for
Thank you
coming
for having
by.
us.
Okay,
Thank
we
you.
thank you very much.
It's very
you.
clear now why
Yeah.
Maria is such an
Okay.
amazing
And-
human being.
And they're both good dancers. I've seen you
Yeah,
dance
we've seen
here.
you.
Okay, of
This,
course I'm a
this
dancer,
is Maria's
right?
dad. He's like,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
wait,
We
let's see.
love-
Come on, give us your dance move before
Yeah,
you go.
so
Let me.
And you do the Greek dance with
Yeah,
Derek.
we-
I saw you doing it one week.
Okay.
Yes. We love to dance, that's for sure.
See?
Yeah.
So there you go.
The way we dance, of course, you know, not you know.
Not those dances.
We're not
we
going
don't
to
know.
get the tens, all right? We're not going to
We're
get
giving
10
you
or 9.
10.
Okay.
10.
All right.
Thank you.
Woo!
I'll rate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks so
Thanks
much.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Just love them.
Have some more cocktails.
Go eat your nachos with your
Nachos
good
and
metabolism.
cocktails, Mr. Metabolism. Oh, they're so amazing.
And you can see how it runs in the family
Yes.
when you meet them. I actually, when I first met Maria, they were with her, and I knew immediately you could just sense their love and their energy.
It's
just
great. Like
it's
the
so
mom
great.
like cooks for her, and the dad does all the stuff in the house. Like they really help support the whole family.
I'm going to give a shameless plug. A
Yes,
lot of this
please do.
information is in her book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
Yes,
That's
it is.
right.
Still available on Amazon, which, what do we
Is-
know about Amazon?
People, when you watch AfterBuzzTV.com and you're watching these amazing exclusive interviews and you see our gorgeous dresses and you're tempted to shop, all you have to do is click on Amazon through the AfterBuzz TV website. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't change anything. You're
I'm going to
still
do it
going-
right now.
That's right. You just go on Amazon through AfterBuzz when you're watching your favorite shows like this one.
Yes. And,
And
when
it
you're
helps-
rating us on iTunes.
Exactly. And it helps us keep bringing you this amazing content. So that's all you have to do is click on Amazon through us.
But if you
That's
buy Maria's book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life, it will change your life.
That's true.
It is one of the best books I've read.
Actually, when
And I'm in it.
and you're in it, and you
I'm
were
in
in the
it.
show tonight.
I was in the show tonight. We'll get there.
We're
We'll
getting
get
there. We're getting there.
I was
But
in
when
the
I
show.
first met them, it was actually at her book signing.
Oh.
So, and they were there, proud parents, and she was raving about them, of course.
Oh, so cute.
See how it works, people?
Okay, so back to Maria and Derek's dance.
Yes, we got sidetracked. Sidetracked.
Back to the show that we're actually supposed to be talking about. So Bruno got very excited. He said it's titillating. It's like being caressed. It was a very hot, sexy tango, but those lifts were
The lift.
incredible.
That one in particular where she went up in the air, and of course my technical terms are not going to be perfect, but who cares, because that was an oh my god moment where
Yeah.
everybody in the press room, you can always judge a great moment when the toughest critics, the press room, have a huge reaction, and
Yeah.
they were like, whoa, amazing.
Yeah, it was
and I
amazing.
heard the people behind me go, that's a 30, that's a 30. I
Yeah.
mean, absolutely.
But
you
no
can't-
wonder why Derek threw his back out. He like lifted her 50 times in the air. Like, that's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, and he was really, you could tell, their chemistry, whatever it is something that translates amazing on the dance floor. And you can tell that he was pushing himself to give her amazing choreography. We saw it in the package. You saw it in the way they talked to each other on the press line after the show. He really wanted to give her the best routines he could.
Well, it's funny, though. You rarely see the dancer being the one who has the meltdown in the package.
Right.
And Derek just couldn't like, I think he's sometimes such a perfectionist.
Right.
That, like, he won't start having her learn the dance until he feels like it's perfect.
Right. And he was probably coming off of the Bollywood performance, which unusual low scores for them. And even though we think it was a great performance, he was probably feeling the pressure of that. He really wanted her to shine. They've had some tough weeks. So he had his own meltdown this week. And Maria, being the strong person that she is, took over the role and helped him through. So
What
that's
did she
a partnership.
say her goal is from Rocky? She doesn't want to just be another bum
Bum
from
off
the
the
hood. She's awesome.
She loves the Rocky Balboa reference, and she's begging Kris Jenner to bring Sly Stallone to the set.
That would be amazing.
Finale. We have one more week, one more chance.
Oh, I
Sly.
think we could arrange that.
We need to make it happen for
I
her.
think we could
She
arrange
wants
that.
it so bad.
Yeah.
It's her favorite movie, Rocky.
Yes.
I know you
The
know
comeback.
that. With your sleepovers.
With our
I'm
little
sure you watch it.
sleepovers. Well, Carrie Ann said how much she loves seeing how Maria's grown.
Yeah.
Over the show. And she said she actually almost kicked Len because she was trying to dance with her during the tango. And she looks smoking hot in that black dress, right?
Yeah. Oh
Pretty
my
much.
God. The
30 for the dress.
See,
for
that's
sure.
why I say the styling, the music, when it all comes together, that just works so much in your favor. And it really did all come together. And Carrie Ann pulled the thought right out of my brain and put it through her mouth, which is exactly what I thought. I really reflected for a second back to where she started and how determined she is. And you could really see it in that first dance tonight. She was in a do or die
I was
situation.
sitting behind Maria's parents, behind Christy Brinkley, and Julianne was sitting over to the left. And we were all like jumping up and down and like punching the air and screaming. It was like crazy in the studio, like crazy. People were so excited after that dance.
Same thing in the press room. I mean, that's not just us here. We may know Maria. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with that. It's everybody. When you feel that magic and you feel that energy and you know it's going to be something great, that's what's so exciting about this show is moments like that. When she went last for the first round and you knew it was going to be something magical, especially with the scores. You were just ready for that 30.
Your eyelashes are magical. I
Are
can't
they?
stop looking at your lashes.
Are they staying on? Because
are those stick-ons?
I was going to take those off for William Levy. They're easier to take
that's
off.
Really sexy, Jackie. Well, instead of my dress, I'll throw my eyelashes at you.
Well, the dress almost pulled the eyelashes off when I put it on, so those would be the first thing to come off.
Wait, just bat them for me. They're so good.
Thank you.
I was like, I was getting lost in your eyelashes.
They're only a half a strip. That's all it takes.
Okay, a lot of stripping tonight.
I was just going to say.
Or non-stripping, actually.
Innuendos.
So tonight was interesting because it was the first time we really got to see more in depth about each person.
Yes.
Starting with William. I mean, it's unbelievable his story. Growing up in Cuba, being so poor, they really couldn't even afford food.
Yep.
Very difficult life that he had. And he said he was 14, that he really thought about leaving the country on a boat, but there were lots of dead bodies in the water, that it was such a horrible situation to even try and leave. But luckily they were able to get a plane because his dad's situation.
Right. I mean, it's amazing. You hear the story. You hear even the way his first modeling agency talked about him. Everybody, his brother, everybody said the same thing, that he's always just wanting to be better. And that's what I was talking about earlier, is you see this positive drive in him. And obviously, coming from this hardship, you could either go to one of two ways. You could be bitter and, and go downward, or you can just want to continue and build up. And he's so thankful and so positive about it.
I think there is something in people that when you've struggled so hard your whole life, you really push yourself even harder.
Right.
And it means so much.
Exactly. And there's perspective.
And I think we also forget that he's what they said, the biggest star in Latin America. Here we just look at him as hot, sexy guy, but I mean, this is a genuine, bona fide international star.
Yeah. I mean, to think of where he started and where he came, then you see these personality traits and you understand it. It's not just, it doesn't just happen out of nowhere. These people make it happen. You see a Maria, you see a William, you see their personality, and Donald. everybody. You see what they're made of. That's why they are where they are. And anybody obviously can do it, because when you hear these stories, anybody, even a bum off the old block, can do it, you know, if you have the right mindset and the right mentality. And that's why they're all in the Final Four on a smaller scale.
Yeah. Okay, so this dance that they did, where they do the samba.
Yes.
That's where we had the really tight white pants.
and the pink shirt to balance out the manliness of the butt.
I'm not even sure I could talk about the actual steps other than the butt shaking, because, like, really, what else was there?
I was saying he wasn't that undressed, but then when he turned around and shook the butt, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Now that's where he's using his animal magnetism tonight.
I mean, he was born to samba.
Born for it.
I mean, like, the way his hips move, and even, like, the way he would, like, glide across the floor, like, writhing, and oh gosh. I think Kieran actually said your bounce was actually a thrust.
Right. She needed water after that one. Can I take a sip, please?
Yeah, we all need water. Just thinking about William.
Yes.
Well, this is really nice with the lemon.
Yeah, it is good. I have to say, I still don't believe them that they had a hard time learning this one, because they did talk about that. They said the samba was hard to learn. I don't believe that. It looked like he woke up doing that since he's 14.
Yeah.
It is so.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's what he was built for.
Yeah, and he came from this amazing package of, you know, this heartfelt story, and then
you like to say package a lot when it comes to William.
He had an amazing package tonight, along with every other night, and then this happy, natural flow of a dance came out to follow that. And it was such a change from what we had just seen on the package. Very different package.
The energy in the studio was unbelievable when they were doing the samba. Like, unbelievable.
And I loved the set.
Everyone was standing up and dancing, and it was cool.
I have to say,
Cheryl did a really good job choreographing that.
It was one of my favorite dances of the season.
Yeah.
Not just of the night.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
I thought it was right person, right flow, right feel, everything about it, great set, right music. It just felt like one of the most natural dances. Like, they didn't even have to practice it, although I know they did.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is an awesome dance.
Yeah. Okay. With you on that one. And it got a 30.
Right, William?
The only other 30 of the night.
That's right. Well deserved.
Very well deserved. Now we move on to the lovely Catherine.
Yes. Oh, Catherine.
All right, before we get
terrible.
to the trip up, because there was quite an incident at the end of her dance tonight. I mean, what a prestigious, unbelievably talented woman she is. I mean, I don't know if most people have heard her music and the way she sings. Like, it's hard to believe when she opens her mouth that that's her singing.
I know.
But started at 4, 17 years old, got into the Royal Academy of Music, which is probably one of the hardest, most prestigious schools to get into.
Absolutely.
A record deal right out that. And they actually, in her package, discussed quite a bit her broken engagement.
Yes.
That just happened in December. She hasn't really talked that much about it up until now.
And what did you make of that? Because I was surprised that took over the package of all the things that they could talk about.
Right.
Do you think it's because the public has wanted to know more and see more inside? Because her huge international fan base, maybe not the American fan base, but her international fan base really is obsessed with her, and maybe they wanted to sort of feed the fan base and
or maybe she's someone that's very private, but over the weeks of being on the show has felt more comfortable and feeling more popular, like she felt like she could open up more.
Right.
But I kind of wonder what happened with that breakup.
I know.
Like, they didn't really say, but it seemed like it was a bad breakup.
Yeah.
And something that she probably didn't want.
Well, and I guess it was relevant because what she was saying is she was attributing Dancing with the Stars to making her like a new person again. You know, bringing her back to life.
Smile back on her face. It made her feel like she could get back on her feet. So I do think this show probably for a lot of people is cathartic.
Exactly.
And helps you like get to a different place.
Right. I think so. And I guess I buy that because it really is a journey that you go on here. And I have seen a change in Catherine over the weeks.
Yeah.
It's very noticeable, actually.
Yeah.
And so I guess Dancing with the Stars cured her. Now, is there a romance somewhere under there? Maybe a new romance? We'll have to find out. We'll have to get.
But we got to see her belly finally.
I know. There was so much going for her with this performance.
I almost thought there was too much going on in it.
You think so? I mean,
there was
when we saw the recorder, what made you think that? Mark with the recorder, or whatever that thing is called, the flute.
Well, she was like a snake coming out of the,
Right.
It was just, there was, I thought, a lot of different movements in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that ended up tripping her up because it was so complex.
Yes. That's what I will say about both of their dances tonight, is they seemed the most complex. I don't know if it was as viewer-friendly and as enjoyable, but it seemed like the hardest routines to master.
Yeah. Now, being in the studio, I wasn't as up close as you were probably on the TV to see the angles. What exactly happened in the trip up?
It looked like his knee hit her. That's what it looked like. It looked like she took a knee to the back.
Yeah.
Or to the head at
well,
first.
She
didn't
literally,
really know.
It was a good 20 seconds after that happened that
Right.
she was sitting there like that, like with her head buried in him, just crying. Like,
Right.
we couldn't understand if she was upset because she messed up or if she was in genuine
was
pain.
hurt.
I think she was genuinely hurt.
Yeah. And at first you couldn't differentiate the two. Like, you couldn't tell if she just was upset because she was saying, I'm sorry I let you down, I'm sorry I let you down. But then they actually had the monitors on when they went to commercial, and it was her, Brooke, and Tony Devolani talking, and she was saying, my back just gave out. All of a sudden, my back just gave out. I felt a twinge.
Oh.
And Brooke was saying, and you know that feeling? I've actually had that happen to me before. I was actually telling a story once, and I went like this, and my whole back just froze. So can you imagine being in the middle of a dance and all of a sudden feeling your back freeze up? I mean, you could feel like
The
your
show
power.
is dangerous.
It
Dancing with the Stars
is.
is dangerous.
It is. Watch out, people. But I felt so bad because she really had a lot going for her. It was such a different side of her, the Beyonce in her and everything like that. I don't know if it was too much, you're right. But
I just think the dance was overcrowded.
Yeah.
And I think it ended up leading to her just getting a little clumsy at the end because she's trying to keep up with so much.
Right. Well, she wasn't on the carpet. I think she did hurt her back. They were going to have a doctor see her. I do think that she does better with the more classical, elegant dances. And she didn't have that tonight.
But the judges still loved it.
Yeah.
And I think they were trying to, like, make her feel better. You know, Len loved that she was pushing the boundaries. Oh, no, that was Carrie Ann.
Right.
Len actually said she's Wonder Woman. She's Catherine the Great. Like, I think they definitely tried to make her feel better about the fact that actually Mark tried to take the blame. He was like, no, it's my knee.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think, what do you think? Because a lot of people want to see her in the final. She has a huge fan base. She's tweeting, answering every country every night, basically. What do you think this is going to do to her for tomorrow? Tomorrow night's
We'll get
elimination?
to predictions.
Okay.
Let's move on.
We'll get there.
Donald, I was most moved by his story.
Absolutely.
I
feel like I didn't know anything about his story.
I didn't know anything. I have chills. I just literally just got chills. Like, grew up in a tough neighborhood in Houston. Dad was in prison. He was homeless. They lived in a U-Haul under the bridge. A single mom was raising 5 kids. She said in the video that often she wouldn't eat. Like, she would starve herself so that the kids could have something to eat. But it got to the point where she couldn't raise all them, and she sent Donald and his brother to live with the grandparents, where it was an even worse neighborhood where they sold drugs and stole cars. I mean, his story, and basically the two things that got him out of that was sports and meeting the woman he married, who basically said to him, drugs are me. Like,
right. Her first date being at McDonald's.
I know. That was bad. She goes, that's all we could afford was a date at McDonald's. Like,
and now to look at
where they came.
Look at the life he's giving his children. I mean, they're on the set of Dancing with the Stars. He does everything with them. He stops dancing and he goes to Disneyland. I mean, he's always out to dinner with his wife. He's always romancing her. He's always talking about her in the best light. And his mother. I mean, and he got so choked up talking about his mother on the live show.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to see. Obviously, she set an example through all of this for him. And whatever hardships they went through, she still was able to make him into a good person and lead by her example of her strength. And then to see how a woman like Bettina, I believe is her name, how your partner can change your life. I mean, it's just an amazing story. It really is.
I was very moved by it, and I loved his dance.
And to see his beautiful children oh my gosh, the life that they have compared to what he went through and how I'm sure he thinks of that every day and makes them have an amazing life. It's just, love it.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of that story.
Aaron Rodgers was in the audience supporting him.
Oh my gosh, it was Packer Nation. There was like 4 of them.
Yeah.
And
love having all those men in the audience.
there were a few local reporters.
I met him. He was very sexy.
Oh, what did he say? What did he say?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Such a jock.
We had a real moment.
That sounds like mine and William's moment.
Yeah, right? Although he didn't ask me to take my dress off.
See, but that's a jock. That's the way a jock talks. And then there's the romancer, William.
Yeah, I know, right? I liked Donald, like right when he started the dance, he went like this.
Yes.
Like I liked the like cheekiness of that, you know?
He put so much personality into this one, and I really, really like that about it. I wonder if I didn't get a chance to ask him because he had to rush to his confessional, but I wonder if he watched that package before he did that dance. Because it would be really hard to watch that.
I think a lot of them try and tune it out because it makes them emotional and then they can't focus on the dance.
Yeah, could you tell from where you were sitting if he was paying attention to it or not?
Most of them don't.
Yeah.
Most of them are like stretching or getting in their psyche or warming up or, you know, I think just trying to get in the zone.
Right.
And not focus on what's going on. I see them like glance up on occasion, but they're not really watching the package.
Yeah.
So they got a 29.
So
Once
close.
again, Len will not give him a 10. Len!
He said, though, Donald said he'd be fine with a 10 from Len on week 10, and that's next week. So if he makes it to the final.
I think Donald makes the final.
I do, too.
I think he will. Carrie Ann said he brought his A+ game. I agree.
A+ game. She was throwing those A+ out tonight.
I loved it. And then, I didn't even take notes on Maria because I know her life so well. I live her life.
You were in the video.
In Maria's package. Well, although I have to say, I sat for an hour and got interviewed about Maria. I mean, I said the most beautiful, heartfelt things about her and her life and growing up and what an amazing woman. What did they use for me in the package? She hosted the Today Show and Extra. I'm like, really?
But you know those things so well because you're always on there.
Why didn't they use like a tearjerker thing that I say or something about how amazing she is?
Well, what's amazing is how many people in her life were able to share such kind words about her. So, unfortunately, they didn't show enough of your 1 hour. But that's TV for you, right? You go in, you film 20 hours, and they show a minute.
I kept saying to them, you guys are going to use one bite. An hour. It's okay. I love you, Maria.
See, that goes to show how much they could shape the packages of rehearsals. For all the hours that those cameras are on, all you need is a 1 second.
That's true. But I felt very honored and privileged to be a part of that package.
Oh, yes. And you should be. And just because you said just a few lines doesn't go to show
a few words.
I
wish. I mean, a few lines, I would have been like, woo, living it up, babe.
But we know you're part of. You get to say them here every week.
4 words.
Sit. You should have just said, and if you want to find out more, go to AfterBuzzTV.com.
Yeah, I know. That's what I should have said in the package. I think I did mention AfterBuzz in the package.
But it was a beautiful
you know,
package.
we had her parents here,
Yes.
so you heard a little bit about how she worked with them in the nightclubs, being a janitor and not really having a chance to dance.
Right.
And just, you know, I think in the package you also saw like how accomplished she is in her career.
Right.
You know, at age 20, she was interviewing Bush. I mean, when Obama was running for election, interviewed the Obama's first interview ever with the kids, and everyone said that's what got him elected.
There you go. And she was actually talking about how her dream used to be to run for president. I overheard her talking with a reporter tonight that her dream was to run for president, but now she's rethinking it.
Yeah.
She's only doing a few million other things in her life.
Yeah. No, Maria really thinks every single day about where she came from.
Right.
You know, and how she never wants to go back to struggling again. So that's what pushes her to work so hard every second of the day.
Right. And it's amazing. She is extremely hard on herself. If anybody is their toughest critic, she is extremely diligent, if not overly critical of herself. I mean, she always wants to strive for the best, for perfection. Right. I mean, I've never seen anybody with that drive in person and really watch them.
Yeah.
That formula go to work. It's just amazing. I mean, and I'm sure that could play a role on Derek and how tough they must work every week. And speaking of which, we were just talking about that tremendous work ethic of yours.
Oh my
Yeah, I was
God.
saying, like, how hard you work every second of the day.
Do you know that?
We interviewed your parents, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah.
This was.
Wait.
This was the craziest week because, you know, Derek had so much pressure on him, and he was doubting himself a lot. Like,
Was that because of what happened with the Bollywood number?
No.
No.
Just like being a true artist and a creative, he was really doubting it, and I wasn't doing well with them. And so that would make him doubt his choreography more. And so we had a real frustrating week. I had to work more this week at Extra than I have normally. They were amazing. They cut me a break. I called them and I said, listen, we're not getting this. I know I have an interview on Friday, and they're like, don't worry, we got you. And so I'm so thankful for that. But I had to work Wingo Tango all day Saturday. Normally you have a full day and we can just power through. We didn't have that. Yesterday was such a disaster. If I show you the video footage of how horrible these dances looked yesterday, and I literally broke down at the end of the night because I got so sad inside because we've had such a great body of work all season long. We've done really, really well. I look back at those videos and I'm astonished that it's me. The only one I can say is, oh boy, I fell down the stair, but I picked it up. So there's nothing I'm not proud of. I just didn't want to go out on a bad note. And that was what was making me so sad, and I was like hysterically crying. My producer, Carl, came out and like completely consoled me, and then Derek came out and they gave me the pep talk. And my producer looked at me afterwards and he goes, I'm telling you, I know you, I've watched you over these weeks, you're gonna pull it together, and you're gonna come in and you're gonna kill it, and we're gonna be laughing next week. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, I went to bed very like heavy-hearted, and because you don't have time. It was midnight at that point. When am I gonna pull it together? I have to work at Extra in the morning. I'm barely there until dress rehearsal, and we have to like just nail it because the judges look at dress rehearsals. Dress rehearsals kind of give them an idea of what the landscape is gonna look like. And so Derek was hurt. He powered through. We rehearsed for 12 hours yesterday. We didn't eat for 9 straight hours. We just kept going. And then that's why I was like getting so emotional. And so anyhow, long story short, I woke up this morning, I was pretty sad because, you know, you just don't feel right. And I get this tweet, I told you earlier, but I'll share it with Rachel. And it said, anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. But to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. And that got me through today. That, and then this woman tweeted me a picture of her little daughter praying for Derek and I. And I lost it. And so for me, like, I honestly thought the tango would be passable. Maybe we get an 8 and a couple 9s. I thought the jive, for sure.
But when you were in the tango, were you knowing you were killing it?
When I was in the tango, yeah, it felt really good. It felt really good. I didn't know we killed it. I just know that, like, I felt it. I felt it, and when you feel it, that means other people are feeling it.
That first lift in, every single one of us, like, 30s.
No way.
Oh, my God. It was like, first of all, we know why Derek broke his back.
I know. And P.S., it's because I kept screwing it up in rehearsal. But you know what's funny? You have these moments where you're like, oh, it's because I took a step too far that I keep ruining it and not getting it. And that's after we've run it 30 times, and the poor guy can't move anymore. So it was crazy. But then for the jive to go so well, the jive is my worst dance. Derek was terrified of it. I've been terrified of it. It is not something that comes natural to me. And
the spin you guys put on it, though, was awesome. It was like Janelle Monáe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a little bit smoother, which made it like so much different than any jive I've ever seen on the show.
Yeah, well, that's what the judges said, too, which was nice to hear Len actually appreciate something that was a little off the board.
Right. It's rare that he says, this isn't the traditional, but I love it.
Yeah.
Usually there's a bad thing that follows. That's
they're
not
usually
the
critical of that.
And it's crazy, too, like
it
during...
was stylized. It was cool, like thematic, you know?
During camera blocking today, I went down and I literally ripped something in my quad, like all the way up.
Oh, no.
And I was like, Derek looked at me, he's like, and he was so mad because it's just like, really? Like, is this really happening right now? And I'm like, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I had a team of doctors there for him. Then they're working on me. And I was like, that's it. Like Rocky Balboa, we got to do it. We gotta do it. And so this was my test because there have been so many times in my life where I'll get weak and I'll just kind of crumble under pressure. I'm really good under pressure sometimes, but other times I'm not. Maybe it's the Gemini in me. And during our cha-cha marathon, I completely crumbled. Derek and I weren't connecting. You know, we weren't right that day. And I let it affect me. I wasn't a champion. I didn't rise above it. And so this was a big test for me. Like, can I rise above?
Yeah.
And I did, and I'm so proud. So now it's like, okay, I danced my heart out. I did great. Whatever happens from here, happens from here. If on Wednesday I'm at home with my dogs and my family, I'm happy. If on Wednesday I'm at rehearsal hall rehearsing, which we have an amazing dance lined up because they make you pick your song and your style of dance and everything ahead of time. If we're there, then awesome. I'm ready to go.
I know who's going to the finals.
Yes, please, everybody.
It's so hard, you guys. By the way, we were in our confessional, and they're like, you know, you're #1 on the leaderboard, right? And Derek and I literally both almost passed out. We're like, what? But you know, it means nothing at this point because only like a point separates from everyone. Everyone did such a good job.
It makes the difference.
But I think for us, I think what Derek said is like, I've had such a great arc on the show. Like I really was a clumsy Bambi on ice to like now he's like really transforming me. And so if people get behind that and they want to see us, then that's amazing. And I will dance my heart out. And I hope, but I'm content now.
Don't you remember first week you were disappointed because you got the 3 7s?
I wasn't actually, no. Derek actually told me.
Because Derek said to you at that point,
3 7s is what we want.
It's exactly where you want to be because you are just going to keep growing and growing. And like, that's been your arc.
Yeah, well, he actually didn't think I was really going to grow that well. but now he knows.
And now you helped him carry through in a few hard moments this week we saw.
Well, it's funny, you know,
I
ended my book with that. I didn't really properly explain it because I was so freaked out up there, but you know, I ended my book with, you know, we're all put on this planet to help each other.
Right.
And, you know, he was down, so I had to help him. When I'm down, he helps me. And that's how we're all supposed to be with each other. And so, you know, Catherine's down right now. We went, chatted with her. I got her all my team of people to get her healthy and good. And it was funny. Someone actually said, are you sure you want to do that? She's your competition. And I'm like, I don't want to win like that. And she's, I'm not competing against her. She's my friend.
Even to this point right now, there's no competition back there. I mean, you're all just so close, or?
I will say, I will not name names. I was on the other side of the curtain.
Uh-oh.
And there was a male that came in and was like, I just want to effing win this. And I was like, whoa, intensity.
Ooh.
And oh my God, my Celtics are up there. I hope they won.
That would be William or Donald.
And so I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay.
Okay, wait, Maria, have you heard anything about Pizza and Max?
What did you hear?
That's the gossip.
Really?
Hour
They'd be a hot
before
couple.
the show.
Yep, that they're hot and heavy.
I'm so sorry. My eyes are distracted because my Celtics are on there and it's highlights.
Celtics
Someone
game.
give us a Celtics score, please.
Third quarter. Here comes the third quarter highlights.
Are they winning?
I'm
too
sure
hard
we
to
won.
See from all the way over
Hey, did
here.
the Celtics win?
Matt, we need a Celtics update.
By the way, do you know how sad it is? I literally never miss a game. So I told Derek when this is all over, we're going to be in the finals. You know, 'cause the Celtics will be in the finals.
You'll be in the finals too.
So I told him.
I could have went both ways.
I know, it sounded like that. I told him I'm going to have to take him back to Boston and experience a Celtics game. Even though I acted like I was at a Celtics-Lakers game and we beat the Lakers today. I was like, it was so crazy.
What was going through your mind when you were like literally in the skybox going nuts?
Because I never expected today to go like this.
No, I spoke to her this morning. It was not going to go that way.
What did I email you? I go, I'm really down. I said, I'm really down.
Good.
And I had to shift it because I was like, this is where I'll cave and I just cry and then that's it. And instead of it, I'm like, I got to be a champion. I gotta go out and do this. And
I knew your dances, though, were better than you thought they were. I just know that, knowing you, that you weren't going to go out there with dances that weren't great.
I don't know.
By the way, you jumped Tom Bergeron's bones.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I couldn't jump on Derek anymore.
I've never seen Tom smile that
Tom
big.
did not know what to say.
You
had him speechless. I've never seen him speechless.
I love him. Wait, actually, I think he ruined his teleprompter read.
He
because
did.
Didn't he?
He did. He's like,
God
all right,
bless
I don't know
him.
what to say now.
You were like the little kid in the candy store,
so
so
happy.
happy.
Because it was triumphant. It's like, That's hilarious.
Yeah, whatever.
My producers who were in the room, I said the only people I want to see right now is them after we scored well and we did it and we survived and like thrived the night, because they were the only ones that really saw and felt and understood where we were and where we came to.
Yeah.
And so for me, I am beside myself. I can't wait to go eat
Number 1.
and drink. Boston. Oh no, we lost by a point.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh, we won by a point last night. Now they got us by a point. It's
By
all
the
right.
way, your outfits tonight. Wow.
Did you like?
Love.
Can I tell you? So
Loved.
Derek always designs the costumes, and like lately, like I've been kind of like getting into it. So the red lace.
Speaking of,
Derek.
Hello. Hi.
we were
Hi.
just
We
talking about the
we know why.
costumes.
Well, also why you threw your bag out with
The
like
costumes.
800 lifts.
They said they went
Yes,
crazy when they saw the
yes.
first lift.
That booty is it's got some weight to it.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
Love it.
Oh, she's showing off the yeah.
Yeah, terrific. So what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
You
Love
missed me in the last
Did you
30
watch?
minutes.
Did you watch it back?
I just saw the jive back.
What'd you think?
I saw some bent legs. I was a little disappointed, but and my triple step. I
Always.
screwed up
She's
something there. I was like,
so
really?
tough.
You got 2 10s for it.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
psyched, but
Yeah, no, that tango, your sister.
I can't wait to see the tango. Did you see the tango?
I did.
Was it good?
Listen,
Wait.
we're always gonna see things.
Okay, how was the tango?
It was great.
No. Tell me what you saw.
It was a perfect score tango.
I know, but what did you see?
What do you mean what I saw?
Did you see mistakes?
No.
This is what happens when you two don't watch it together. Aren't you supposed to watch it
Yeah,
together
you're
every
wait,
week?
by the way,
I don't
you
know where she
ruined-
was.
you
She was.
ruined the
Where
ritual.
were you?
Ah.
I was watching it out here. I was.
Oh, I'll tell you
What
later.
were you busy doing? No, but
Wow,
Derek,
loved it.
your sister Julianne came up to Maria after the show.
Oh,
and
you were
said-
there.
And said this is the best tango she's ever seen on any season of the
Well,
show.
she's very kind and very sweet for saying that.
No,
Derek
she,
doesn't
she
believe
meant
it.
it.
Huh?
She meant it.
I love my sister. She's amazing. She's phenomenal. And she actually right now, she's jealous right now of Maria's abs. She literally, she's like Maria. It's like, whatever you're doing, I need to get on it because I want to look like your body right now.
Aw.
Wait,
And,
there were some pictures of you guys from Vegas from the Bud thing.
Oh,
yeah.
the pool party and the lime
Like
green.
your abs are absolutely, because I've seen your abs over all the years and they're always sick, but now they're like, I don't even know how to describe them.
It's funny.
crazy.
We were in a little mobile cart too. It was pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Well, we
I know.
asked your parents about your metabolism because we see these pictures of your bikini bod, and then we see like the nachos and the ice cream
I know
and the buds.
she's
Yeah.
always disappearing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Derek!
Derek!
I just got that.
Derek!
That was so bad.
Dun,
That's
dun,
it.
dun.
Yeah, where's our sound effects on that one?
Hey, where's my beer?
Be
That's
a gentleman and get your partner a beer.
Yeah,
Oh.
seriously. So,
Someone get me a Bud Light, please.
Derek, it seemed like you took a lot of like risks and stuff this week with the choreography.
Well, there are 2 physically demanding dances, you know what I mean? Considering, it's the end of the competition. You got the Argentine tango where you do lifts and tricks. Then you have the jive, which is just nonstop energy and go, 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 go. And, but I knew that it was a tight final to make. Everybody's fantastic. And I said, in order for us to even have a chance of making that final, we had to do showstoppers. We had to do things that like people were like, oh, they have to be the final. But even now, even though we did a great job tonight, we feel happy about it, you still don't feel confident about it. It's still one of those things where you go like, well, let's just see what America
You never
thinks.
know.
You know what I mean? Because I also think, it's just funny because America is not LA.
Right.
America is America.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, it's like some middle America might be thinking something differently than the East Coast and West Coast, so you just never know.
Well, what do you think about what happened to Catherine tonight? Because we were trying to dissect that and what that might do to her going into tomorrow.
Well,
When you have
I just watched it back, and I didn't see it. And I literally was like,
What happened?
She was amazing. Like, they nailed that routine. The salsa was incredible.
That was a really tough routine.
It was tough, but like on TV when you watch it back, I was like, she hit every position. She could move her body. She was fantastic. And it was just that one last thing that
So
happened.
what happened exactly?
It was just one of those things that just
looked-
happened. She just went off balance or just fell back, and Mark caught her, but she was fine.
But his knee went in her back.
I'm
right?
not sure exactly what happened, but basically it happens. It happens, and that's why it's live television. But you know, she was great. I think she should still be happy with the performance. But that end thing was, you know.
But you know what? When things like that happen, she killed a routine, and something like that happens in the end. Obviously, the judges didn't score according to that one moment either, and people get behind that because it's like, it's an accident. It's not, oh, she messed up a step.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
No. But also, hopefully she's okay. She's doing better. You know what I mean? Because obviously.
I talked to her after. I gave her some stuff.
Oh yeah, no, this one.
You're like
I gave her like.
I know.
I gave her my list
she's
of people.
a pharmacy. She's
You're
she's
the dealer of the show, Maria.
Yeah, someone was actually like, you're helping your competitor, and I'm like, she's my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Is tomorrow is gonna be tough. You know, seeing anybody not make that final because, you know, including us, because it's one of those things where, you know, everybody's so fantastic and we've all become so close and whatnot. But if we don't make the final tomorrow, I honestly will be like, high five, Maria, rock and roll. You killed it this season, fantastic. I'll see you next week because we're all coming back to the final anyways.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, so it's not
oh my
like.
God, no way. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do we do in the final?
We
You
just
dance.
We dance like a little thing. Like
What
You're
dance?
dancing in the final no matter
probably
what.
dance our favorite dance, whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah. So
So we're at we're at rehearsal hall this week no matter what?
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
But that's it. Then after this, you will never see me again.
Now, where are we on getting Sly Stallone to the finale?
Yes, come on,
Can
you gotta
you
get Rocky
can you
in
text
there.
Chris Jenner?
Stallone
Is he confirmed?
he's on a set working. I was trying to get him to do a video message for us, and hopefully we still will.
Where is he not in LA?
He emailed me straight back. He was like, D, yo.
Are you on that name basis with Stallone?
Yo, D, I'll be right there. Adrian! Adrian! Actually, my dad does the best Adrian impression. My cousin's name's Adrian. And
I love that your dad is
that
right
your
there.
dad?
And it's my father.
He's so young.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
Oh my gosh.
The eyes don't lie.
He's a grandpa. He's got his grandkids.
Oh my gosh, you are.
Hi.
You look good for a grandpa.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the man.
I just
Wow.
emailed his producer again.
Iron Man.
Well, I forget you and Julianne are pretty young.
Yeah, we're like 35. We're good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 35. Now, speaking of Kris Jenner and everything, do you know that you are on TV Guide's hottest celebrity list?
Wait, someone
above
sent me that.
your friend Kim Kardashian. You're number 4. She's number 5.
No. It wasn't like
Yeah.
hottest celeb. It was like most talked about celeb or something like that, I think. Or like most popular
I thought
now.
it was most Greek. Was it the most Greek celeb?
The most Greekest.
Oh my God, you know what I want right now so bad?
Besides a Bud Light?
A
She's
Bud
gonna
Light
eat like potato
and a gyro
skins.
from Astro Burger.
And a what's this?
Wait,
A
can we go
gyro.
on our froyo run?
I know. Can we get frozen yogurt later?
All right, let's do it.
We love our froyo.
What is your favorite? I know you talked about ice cream. What's like your and Bud Lights? What's your favorite celebration snack? Something.
Me?
Or cocktail?
Chips and salsa. Or sushi.
We did that last week before
actually,
the show, remember?
Actually, for me, my ritual is I'm kind of a loner. I'm one of those guys. And yeah.
Kind of a loner.
No, I am. And I'll after the show, I literally go. Everybody's like, it's like all like crazy and like, oh, you got 3 chances tonight, great. And I literally would go on my own to the sushi restaurant down the road and eat by myself in the corner and eat and then go home.
Yeah, and
That's like
I'm
my
not letting him. I'm like, hello, we are celebrating. Last time we got 3 10s and we had an amazing night. We didn't celebrate. We need to celebrate tonight.
Yeah, there it is.
Boo.
Hey.
Tonight you are not going to be a loner. Hello.
I don't know.
You're taking me for ice cream.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Okay.
You're
I'm
being
coming.
held, and your whole family's coming since
All
they're
right.
here.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
do
all
it.
going.
I need to
We're
get my
tagging
dad
along.
a Red Bull because
Your
he is
dad
faded.
is hanging with my dad
Yeah.
right now.
I know. I don't know if
I
I
love
don't
it.
know if my
It's so
dad
cute.
can understand anything he's saying. But I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
wait, you were telling us about the costumes tonight.
Yes,
I know,
we want to
so
hear about
fun,
these
like-
costumes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Derek's like, I'm done.
Are you out?
No, Kara, I'm
Well,
leaving.
how are you
Scare you
feeling?
Go eat.
Before you leave, are you feeling well?
Am I feeling? I'm feeling
Yeah,
well.
how's your back?
I'm gonna feel hurt tomorrow. I can feel it. But
But we can rest tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow.
Ooh.
By the
What's
way,
tomorrow?
do you know our secret
What's
plan,
happening?
right? Our
What?
secret plan.
is
That
that we have to be
secret
up
thing.
at like 8
no,
a.m.
no,
in
no.
the morning?
Now, listen to me. I need to talk to you in code. That secret thing that we want to do for the finale, if we should make it.
Pay
Right.
attention.
You need to talk to the producers immediately. We need to know.
Oh, about the DP.
Yes, can you
DP.
please?
Or a D.
Wow, I think they're
GC.
just starting
The
to
DC.
spread some
Can
mystery.
you just please like talk to them immediately?
DC on the down low.
We need to know.
Yep, got you. All
Okay.
right.
Yes, this
'Cause-
compact is really gonna.
Chan, what
he
is
needs
this,
to
by the
know.
way?
At least use
It's
the
some,
iPhone.
it's some lip gloss for you, babes.
Okay,
Oh.
so fans at home, DP, tweet what you think that means.
DC.
Oh, DC, DC. Okay.
So
And the
can
first
you
and the first thing is David.
shut up!
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
So Ned,
Spoiler
can you
alert.
please make sure you talk to somebody? He
Goodbye.
needs to know right away. Love you.
Is David Copperfield doing a magic act?
No.
David
What
Copperfield.
are you guys talking
What?
about?
David Cook is going to sing a song.
What?
Okay, so tell us about those costumes.
No, it was funny. Like, you know, first you're kind of like, okay, you just listen and you're obedient. And then I was like, oh, well, what if we did like this lace dress that I wore? It was a Monique Lhuillier dress. That's what we did for Paso Doble. We used the picture of my dress from the Emmys that year for inspiration. That high neck collar. And then with this one, oh yay, thank you.
Beer. Maria actually taught me how
Derek, look at this. I'm trying to drink it.
She needs a straw, Derek.
I'm like, oops.
drinking games.
Why is
I
your dad
know.
upset? Come sit, Dad.
Come
talk to us.
Yes, Dad of Derek Hough.
Wow. Okay, dad
of the Huffs.
Derek and Julianne, two of the greatest dancers to ever be on this show.
So why are you
You
upset?
are one gorgeous woman.
Oh,
Well, so are you.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Wait, are you a dancer? I mean, you have some of the most talented kids in terms of the dance world. And I mean, now Julianne also with the singing and the acting. And I mean, it's unbelievable.
She's on a rocket ship right now. And Derek, of course, is, as someone said to me tonight in the hallway who is a choreographer, she said to me, Derek Hough is the world's best ballroom choreographer, period, bar none.
Yep.
And I said, oh, yeah, I knew that.
It's true.
Well, he proved
No,
that
they're good.
tonight. The choreography tonight
Oh,
was out
brilliant.
of this world.
It is. It's, and you know, the judges tend to comment on his choreography because
Yes.
he just does a great job. But to answer your first question, the answer is yes, his mother and I actually met on the ballroom dance team at a university. At a college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Look at that.
amazing.
And my parents were dancers, and their mother's parents were dancers. So there is a genetic heritage that you can follow. The DNA is in there. But can I brag for just a second?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay, Derek and Julianne, two of our 5 children, they have the 3 other siblings. Their oldest sister, ballet dancer, was extremely talented. She kind of grew out of her ballet body, though, into the Sports Illustrated swimsuit body. And
Oh, well, that really
That's
sucks.
not bad.
What a shame.
well, not for her husband, but from a dance profession standpoint.
Yeah.
So she teaches dance now. The other 2 daughters in Nashville were involved in a little family band at one time, and one of them's coming out here. She's actually got her own little band, the country band as well, and is singing. So very talented. And the one thing I have to say about my kids who are the famous kids is that, yes, they have the genetics and the DNA that makes them, innately talented, but the world is full of people who are born with great talent.
Yes.
And it's the people who actually, there's a lot of people who have less talent who work very, very hard, who pass up the very talented ones. In their case, they had both the innate talent and they worked extremely hard, which I think makes them extraordinarily
Yes,
good
so
at what
true.
they do.
And they have good hearts.
And they're good
And they
people.
have those baby blues from you.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
See, this is why we
The
need
baby blues.
Dad/Grandpa on the set, because you give us this great advice.
Thanks for doing Dad /
Yeah.
Grandpa.
I don't know the grandpa part.
By the way,
out,
Your
Jackie.
son outed you, though.
By the way,
Yeah, he
tomorrow we're expecting our 14th grandchild.
Wait,
Seriously?
14?
Yeah.
Wow.
But who's counting?
So
You don't look like a grandpa.
between the 3 other kids, they have 14?
Well, there's kind of a his and hers in there.
Oh,
as well,
okay,
yeah.
I gotcha.
But
It's so nice to see you here. I know it meant so much to Derek. It's his birthday this week.
I know.
So this was the week for you guys to
Absolutely.
come out. We're all celebrating
Well,
his birthday tonight.
we're celebrating his birthday, and Mark Ballas's birthday is
Yep.
in a week as well. So we're doing a kind of a combo tonight. And then Julianne is performing on Dancing with the Stars tomorrow night from her Rock of Ages motion picture.
That
coming out
movie is
June
so
15th.
good.
It's going to be so over the top.
So good.
Have you seen it?
Here right now?
I've seen clips from it.
Okay, clips. If you had seen it,
No,
I
I
would
haven't
be
seen it.
extremely upset.
I have some close people who worked on the movie, so I've been privy to a little bit.
I went down on set
Rachel's
in
an
Florida.
insider.
You are.
I went to Florida and watched some of the filming, and it is so over the top. I'm not kidding you. It's going to be one of the most fun films of the year without question. I mean, the music's great, you know.
Yeah.
And the talent is wonderful, so it'll be great.
What do you love most about Derek?
You know, Derek actually has one of the most tender hearts of any young man. I mean, he is a kind of a manly man on the one hand, but at the other hand, he is, you know, a very tender-hearted person. He's really one of those guys who he has the sensitivity that his father never had.
I doubt
That's
that.
funny. Can I tell you? He talks about you so much, and he talks about like what a role model you are, what an idol you are to him. He loves you so much.
Well, it's reciprocal.
Crazy. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, most kids love their parents, but the way he speaks about you is like, is really, really special.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're
because
welcome.
it's always nice to hear what your kids say about you when you're not in the
Yeah.
mood.
Yeah, really.
That's right.
It's the
Absolutely.
truth comes out. And so what do you think about that Seacrest kid?
You know what?
I
Ryan,
Good question, Rachel.
can I just say that Ryan has been an extraordinary gentleman.
Yeah.
And has been, and yet I will tell you that what I really appreciate about him is that in a family situation, he just lets his hair down. He's just one of the guys, one of the kids doing the thing, and you know, doing Xbox dancing in the living room with everybody is a sight to behold.
Yeah.
But no, he's a genuine artist. He's a genuine article. He really. The best thing is he treats my little girl very well.
Yeah.
And
So
that's number one.
My question then is, does he have to ask you permission? Because you know it's getting close.
He might have already.
Okay, so he's on this other show, you know, that, you know, Julianne was on with Adam Shankman.
I know. Did you see that? He faked her out.
Well, yeah, he did the little fake out proposal. And while I'm watching it, and I'm watching it on TiVo because someone, you know, tweeted me and said, "Did you see?" And I go, "Oh, I better go check this out." So at 11 o'clock at night, I'm checking this out, and as I'm watching it, I'm going, I don't think he would do this, and I don't think he would do this without asking me. We've talked about this, you know. So anyway, he didn't do it, and he made it. It was a very funny bit, though. I thought.
I think it's imminent.
And he was real clear with me that, oh no, I would never do that without, you know, having a conversation with you.
Okay. So do you feel the conversation's close?
You know, who knows?
I do.
Do
I've
you
known
know?
Ryan.
You are the inside girl on everything, I tell you.
Okay, I have to tell you, I've known Ryan for probably a good 13, 14 years, like when literally he was just doing radio. Number one, that boy has not changed at all. No matter how successful or famous, he is still the same
good guy,
lovely, generous, fantastic human being. And I have never seen him so happy and so in love. Like, those two just fit so perfectly together.
I mean,
he's always like, Zalis, I love this girl. I love this girl.
I've had those a few moments with him where it's just been him and we kind of have that sort of talk kind of thing. And this is a guy that you know is real, because when he starts to sort of well up a little bit talking about your daughter, you know that there's some real heart behind what he's feeling for her. So, you know.
That's great.
He's certainly ingratiated himself in all the right ways with her siblings and family members. So.
Love it. All right, well, I'm going to head out. I need to eat. I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah, I think having something to eat would be a very good idea.
Thank you, guys.
Number one every night.
Nachos, and we'll hear more about that costume later.
See you later.
I know. Oh, yeah, the
Thank
Nice
you
seeing
so
girls.
much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming and
I
sharing.
was going to tell you quickly the jive. The song felt edgy to me, and I'm like, Derek, we need to do something edgy. And so it started off, I looked at pictures of Rihanna online, because I wanted to do like a bustier-ish, edgy-ish kind of top.
Different.
And so it morphed into something a little different, but that top was a little you know, structured and cool, and it came from that. So it's been fun to kind of be a part of wardrobe. We have the best hair, makeup, and wardrobe people. This show, top to bottom, everyone is so sincere and kind and generous and sweet that I literally don't know what I'm going to do without them. So anyway, love
Rihanna,
you guys.
thank you for the
Love
interview.
you.
Congratulations.
Love you.
So Rihanna inspired. I
Yeah,
love that.
Perfect. Okay, where were we? Oh, I mean, that was just
What else
too
is
good.
there to say? I mean,
Cigarette.
Ryan, our boy Ryan,
Out.
Julianne, Derek, how they were raised.
Too good, too good. So I guess we were, talking about Maria and Derek's dance.
Yes, and how they are
So-
just at the top of the leaderboard
It was
right now.
so stylized. I mean, it was very like Janelle Monáe, like.
And that either works or it doesn't, and it worked.
It worked.
And
It
the
worked.
judges couldn't even say anything.
Yeah.
They were tempted, but they could not say anything because when you're going to be bold, you have to pull it off, and they pulled it off.
Yep.
And it was their night tonight. I would be shocked if they don't
29
make
for the
final.
second dance with a total of 59 points.
The only worry is that
Number
if
one.
people think they're safe and they don't have to vote, so you have to vote. But I think that they so deserve a spot in the final if you're going by tonight's performances.
Yeah. I
So-
agree. So who do you, I think, I hate to say it, but I think Catherine's going home.
Oof.
It's time
getting into
for,
predictions?
it is time for.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So you jumped the gun here. You
This
really
music,
think Catherine? Is that a sign? So you think it's Catherine. Well, I think that if
I
anybody
think
had
so.
a mishap, I mean, if you need to be perfect to get into that final.
She was also in the bottom 2 last week.
Yeah.
So I think this is where the difference in her not being as known, as much as people love her, she still isn't quite as popular and known here as some of the other contestants.
Right.
And William, even though he's not as known here, has every single girl voting for him.
Exactly.
And I
Multiple
think there's a lot
times.
more women that vote than men, so I
Right.
think he's getting all those votes, you
Right.
know? I think Maria and Donald have a bigger, like, fan base.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I do have to say that I think it's amazing to me because Catherine is one of the people that I called out from the beginning as making the final. And I think it's surprising that how 1 week, any little misstep, anything, because this season is so good, it can change your fate. And I do think that the only person, you can't deny it, the only person on this list who did not have a near perfect night is Catherine.
Right.
And that's really sad because I think she was pegged for me to make that final, but only 3 people can, so I do have to agree with you
Yeah,
on
but
this
the
one.
truth is, I mean, for her to come as a total unknown in the States and get to the Final 4, like, I think that is a real testament to her.
Absolutely, and I think that she should be so proud. This whole Final 4 should be so proud of being here in this season with this talent.
Right.
It's
By the way,
so
what
different
did
than
you
any
think
other
that
season.
mystery between Derek and Maria, what
Okay,
they're
so
planning?
it's DC.
Was it DP or DC,
I thought
right?
they said DP, but obviously I can't get my letters right tonight.
Right.
They corrected me, DC. So guys, tweet us. What do you think DC is? Let's crack the code
Crack
for
the
tomorrow
code.
night.
What were you saying,
Can I
David
go ahead
Cook?
and say it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you guys are right. David Copperfield.
You think so?
Well, that's what I said.
I know. Well, she's very close with David Copperfield.
See, you might have cracked it like that.
I might have cracked it. Well, we'll see. We'll know next week. Do we have any other people that want to come chat with us tonight?
If not, we'll just say
We'll do it as bonus episodes.
Bonus episode?
join us
Okay.
for the bonus in bonus land,
Well,
baby.
I think there you have it. Another fun, fabulous, fascinating episode of AfterBuzz TV, Dancing with the Stars at Mixology,
That's
the
right.
Farmers Market.
And we have so much going on. We're going to get into even bonus footage. So
That's right, bonus footage. And again, please go to iTunes,
absolutely.
rate us and comment on us. We would really appreciate that.
And nobody brings you that exclusive Huff family convo right there.
That was pretty. I love getting the insight from the parents.
Loved it.
How cool was that dad?
I know. These are like cool parents. That's
Yeah,
why these
super
people are in
cool
Hollywood.
We see why the Huffs are such good people, and of course
Right.
Maria, obviously, with her family. So
All right.
anyway,
Great
thanks
night,
again
everyone.
for joining us. Jackie Miranne, Rachel Zalis, thank you so much for watching AfterBuzz TV.
We'll see you at the finale.
That's right. Next week, the finale. It's going to be big. We're going to have tons of stars here next week for the finale. Thank you.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later. Sorry, I was seeing if Maria
She's
sent
texting.
me. I was trying to find out from Maria what the secret was so I could share it with you guys, but whatever. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.